England's efforts at keeping their interest in this Ashes series alive turned into a squib as damp as the unseasonal Perth weather that delayed the start of play until after lunch on the final day at the WACA. Once the rain abated and the wicket had dried to the liking of the match umpires, Australia needed just one session to take the final 6 wickets they required to win the third test by an innings and 41 runs and regain the urn. The pitch, already cracked and having contributing to Australia manoeuvring into a winning position on day 4, was eventually deemed playable after overnight rain had leaked through the covers, but the remnants of England's batting lineup were always likely to struggle on day 5. By contrast, Australia's bowlers revelled in the state of the track. Josh Hazlewood, who ended with a well-deserved 5-4, set the tone, crashing into Jonny Bairstow's stumps with his first ball in the second over of the day, having found a spot close to the crack that had so flummoxed James Vince a day earlier. The Australian quick picked up his second wicket of the day as Dorad Malin's resistance was ended by an attempted pull shot that grazed his gloves before landing safely in those of Tim Paine behind the stumps. A third, and Hazlewood's 5th for the match, was not far off, with Craig Overtine falling victim, caught by Usman Khawaja. Nathan Lyon's mastery of Moeen Ali this series had earlier continued with a 5th scalp from 6 innings, trapping the Englishman LBW with England on 172, before Pat Cummins also got in on the action, dismissing Stuart Broad for a second ball duck. James Anderson, with a somewhat thankless task at number 11, was welcomed to the crease by a vicious bouncer from Cummins and fell shortly afterwards to the same bowler, to leave Chris Woakes unbeaten and England all out for 218. And with that, Australia's dominance of this series continued. Steve Smith's side will now head to Melbourne for the Boxing Day test with a series whitewash on their minds, while England are left to lick their wounds on what has been a trying tour. More to follow.